Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Brooklyn Hine. Today is an alert day with rains coming in tonight. Nicole will break down what we should be aware of.
Yeah, we have another nighttime period of some heavy rain potential across the area. We're already seeing some thunderstorms move through portions of the area right now, but we have plenty more where that comes in as we go into the overnight period. So this alert day is still lasting through Monday morning. We could still see some isolated thunderstorms later in the day Monday, but that heavy rainfall risk really starts to decrease after this overnight batch of rain starts to move through the area. Live look at radar right now. We're getting a short taste of it right now, but there'll be more where this comes from as we go later into the overnight period. For now, we're just seeing some general thunder out there, not even a whole lot of lightning associated with it, but you'll get a quick little burst of some rain as we go throughout the next couple hours. After that, we have plenty more on the way. Sometime, though, moving in after midnight, so we'll get a little bit of a break. Until then, expect some cloudy skies, a little bit of a breeze out there as well, blowing around 10 miles an hour, a little bit more breezy once those later thunderstorms move through as well. We'll continue to see that rain go throughout the morning hours, so you might even want to grab your umbrella when you're heading out the door tomorrow. But after that, we have a much drier forecast ahead of us. So I'll have the details in a little bit.
All right. Thank you, Nicole. The eyes of the world will soon be in Washington this Monday as President Trump welcomes Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, as well as a number of European leaders to the White House to discuss a possible end to the war in Ukraine. CBS News' Willie James Inman has more.
The White House is preparing for Monday's meeting between President Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. A number of European leaders will also attend, including the leaders of Germany and France, as well as the Secretary General of NATO.
You're gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III.
The Oval Office gathering will be the first time Zelensky has returned to the White House since a disastrous meeting with President Trump earlier this year. On Sunday, President Zelensky met with the president of the European Commission, who told reporters there could be no limits on Ukraine's armed forces or outside assistance.
Ukraine must be able to uphold its sovereignty and its territorial integrity.
Zelensky emphasized the importance of Europe and the U.S. standing with Ukraine.
And it's very important that you are with us and that we speak to America and we speak together. And it's important that Washington is with us.
Monday's meeting comes just 3 days after President Trump met with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Alaska, a meeting that ended with no announcement of a ceasefire. On Sunday's Face the Nation, Secretary of State Marco Rubio said President Trump is intent on achieving peace between Ukraine and Russia.
Right now, this is the biggest war going on in the world. It's the biggest war in Europe since World War II. We're going to continue to do everything we can to reach an agreement that ends the dying and the killing.
Secretary Rubio said both Ukraine and Russia need to be prepared to make concessions.
Both sides are going to have to give up something in order to get to the table, in order to make this happen.
President Zelensky said Sunday any territorial matters should be discussed at an eventual trilateral meeting involving Russia and Ukraine, as well as the U.S. Willie James Inman, CBS News, Washington.
As the new school year approaches, getting a good night's sleep is key. Doctors say gradually adjusting bedtimes is essential after a summer of looser schedules and late nights. The American Academy of Sleep Medicine recommends that preschoolers get up to 13 hours of sleep daily, including naps. For children aged 6 to 12, the ideal amount is 9 to 12 hours, while teenagers need about 8 to 10 hours a night.
This is a new world, especially to young kids, and they're learning so much. And just like every other thing in your body, you have to have time for it to rest so that when it's active, it can be on it can be at the best potential.
Other important sleep tips include not eating a heavy meal right before bed, ditching those screens, and choosing relaxing activities to wind down, like showering or story time. The Holman Knights of Columbus hosted their annual Cornfest breakfast this morning. The breakfast invited the community to join for biscuits and gravy, sausage, eggs and toast, and a variety of drinks. The event doubles as a fundraiser, giving back to the community.
And it's a big fundraiser for Holman Knights of Columbus. We are just supporting the community. We use the funds to help families in need or other nonprofits that are looking for more support. maybe even kids that are dealing with cancer and other, just rough, tough financial situations.
The event ran from 7 a.m. to noon this morning. Not only was there breakfast at Cornfest, but it also included a car show. The car show in Holmen also featured crafters and vendors from the community. For their 30th year, organizers hope to see over 300 owners bring cars for their attendees to come see. Many of the cars are unique, showing their owners' passion.
We've had it for over 30 years, and so it's ingrained in us to put out a good product, and people keep showing up, whether they're spectators or whether they're drivers and owners.
The event also included more food and live music. Festivities this weekend at Orga Trails Fest in La Crosse, but this time on bikes. The event holds bike races in La Crosse's Bluffs for participants of all ages and skill levels, making sure there is something for everyone. Along with racing were food trucks and a community atmosphere.
We have races happening all day, from little kids that just took off all the way to elite professionals happening later in the day. There's a newbie race happening right behind the camera right now with which is a free race, a try it out, so anybody can show up and they can race, and so there's really something for everybody out here today.
This is the third year the event has taken place. Fall is just around the corner and Eckers Apple Farm is ready. The apple farm located in Trempealeau is now officially open for the season. From train rides to apple picking, caramel apples and fresh cider, there's something for all ages.
It's just a fun day to come out, spend some time with your family at the orchard, enjoy some music, have a craft cider.
And if apples aren't your thing, Eckers also features a beer garden to enjoy the fall weather. Still to come, some products you'll want to make sure you don't have. We'll have more information about recent recalls when we return.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. With SUVs for life's adventures, trucks as dependable as the people who drive them, EVs to charge up a summer of no limits, and American legends that need no introduction. This summer, Chevy drives America.
Get 0% financing on this Silverado, plus $3,000 total cash allowance on select Silverado pickups. That's around $9,000 total value, plus $3,750 owner loyalty cash.
Right now, U.S. Cellular makes it easy to switch and get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in.
No trade-in? But we're willing to trade in our teeth.
Nope, you don't have to trade your teeth in or an old phone.
I like that.
Yeah, your parents get an amazing deal.
I almost lost this one.
Yeah, you get to leave your tooth under your pillow.
For me, it's tooth fairy time.
Get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
I'm standing here at the warehouse this morning where some 30 to 40 installers depart every morning. You've been thinking about new windows. I've been thinking about new windows for over 40 years. And my promise to you is that these fine installers that leave here every morning install the finest windows available in the market today. Expert installation, always at a good value. If you're looking for new replacement windows, today would be a great day to reach out to the board store and set up a prompt free estimate.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
There are a couple of recalls happening this week. Ford is recalling more than 100,000 F-150 pickups. The automaker says some of the 2023 to 2025 models have a problem with their axle bolts. This can cause the truck to roll away if the parking brake isn't on or cause a loss of drive power. Safety officials say you may hear a clicking or rattling noise in the bolt if the bolt loosens or breaks. Werner is recalling more than 120,000 Multi-Max Pro multi-purpose ladders in 20 and 24 foot sizes, which were sold exclusively by Home Depot. The company says the product's locking mechanism could jam and pose a fall hazard. There have been reports of at least 18 falls, resulting in over a dozen injuries, including bruises, fractures, and head injuries. Consumers are warned to stop using the ladder immediately and to contact Werner for a full refund.
Coming up after the break, I'll have all the details on the heavy rain that we have coming in and when the alert day conditions will move out and when drier weather is moving back in. I'll have your full forecast coming up right up.
We're a team you can trust and we're local. We see our members out in the public all the time. Want to be able to look them in the eye and know that we did right by them.
Everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
To everyone out there who loves Culver's,
the feeling is mutual.
Everything's made fresh.
Everything. Everything.
It's our pleasure.
This is me and my happy place.
I wouldn't trade our Culver's for any other restaurant. Culver's. Yay! We love our guests.
Love. As much as our guests love us.
This has been my happy place.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Get an 11% rebate on everything in Menards. Give any room a fresh look with beautiful Mohawk tile. They feature ceramic, porcelain, mosaic, and glass tiles. Transform your walls with a handcrafted look of Sanrio ceramic tiles. Only 99 cents each after rebate. Complete your tiling project with professional mortar and grout from TAC. Power Grout is stain-proof and never needs to be sealed. Pick up a 7-pound bag for just $18.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
It's the summer sales event. Great time to buy. Nice weekend, Hank?
Spectacular. Took the family camping, courtesy of Ford F-Series, the best-selling trucks for 48 years. Morgan?
Baseball tournament. Mike Sports at the Holding Field.
How about you two?
Mud bath.
Get 0 down, 0% financing plus 0 payments for 90 days on F-150 or lease F-150 for $499 a month with 0 down. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Listen up, Wisconsin. There's always something exciting in the mix with scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery. And the newest games to make some noise, Packers Scratch Games. With over $7.8 million in instant cash prizes. Plus a bonus drawing for 4 Packers season tickets for 1 year. And 195 other Packers prizes. Available now at Wisconsin Lottery retailers.
A big part of my job is building relationships with people, and being the team you can trust means being here for you.
'Cause everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
Well, some of us are going to have another wet night ahead of us, and unfortunately, a lot of those showers will likely be continuing on into the early morning. So you might want to be on the safe side and grab your rain gear as you head out the door tomorrow. But thankfully, a lot of the more widespread, really heavy rain is going to be in the overnight period. So we really won't have to deal with that when we wake up, other than the fact we might have a couple puddles out there. So still seeing that alert day going through tomorrow morning because of that flash flooding potential for the heavy rainfall. It's going to be affecting all areas, but really the main concern for the flash flooding comes in very localized areas. So we should really all be concerned, or at least prepared for it, but it's only going to be affecting a small portion of us. But let's track it out. We have an idea of where that portion will be likely, and that's likely looking to be just north of I-90 and south of I-94. So really the folks that have been seeing a lot of rainfall in the past week or so are going to have the most of it coming through again tonight, which could cause for some issues. We'll see the more widespread, heavier rain coming in shortly after midnight in the form of a line staying just north of I-90. As we go later on into the overnight period, we'll continue to see another batch of thunderstorms again along that same area. Once we get into the morning hours, the thunderstorms become a little bit more scattered in nature, still prevalent out there, but you might be lucky enough to dodge some of them when you head out the door, not really looking at the more widespread stuff that we're seeing overnight. By the afternoon, a lot of the scattered thunderstorms should be out of the way. We'll get a short break, a short dry break, but it's still going to be fairly cloudy out there, and it's going to be muggy too. By the evening hours, we could see a couple more isolated thunderstorms popping up, but really by then, a lot of the heavier rainfall risk should be out of the area, and we should be dry once we go into Monday night. Here's our rainfall totals, though. You can see it's another narrow band where we're seeing the heaviest rainfall again, looking to be north of I-90 and south of I-94 for now, looking like it's going to be getting through Buffalo and Trempealeau County once again, but really anybody within that corridor should be prepared to possibly see another 2 to 3 inches of rain. Everybody else looking to see around an inch or less, just another good healthy dosage of that rain. The good news is this will likely be the last batch that we have. Rain chances really drop off as we go throughout the rest of the week. Maybe a slight chance to see some more rain as we go into Friday, but it's looking like we have a mostly dry week ahead of us once this overnight stuff moves out of the area. Tonight's low is still staying fairly warm out there. We'll be staying in the upper 60s for areas further south, lower 60s for folks north of I-94. And then tomorrow's high is not going to be too bad, but it will still feel muggy out there, so it's not going to be the most comfortable conditions. Dew points still staying in the low 70s, but that'll come to an end once we go into Tuesday. We see our temperatures dropping back to near average, or average high 81 now, and that humidity is going to be dropping with it. So we still have that muggy and humid day as we go into tomorrow, seeing dew points staying in the low and mid 70s, but after that going to feel much more comfortable, still a little bit noticeable, especially through those morning hours with the higher dew points, but other than that, nothing like we've been seeing with the humidity the last few days. Temperatures will drop. They'll really drop once we get towards the end of this week as well. Next weekend, actually maybe even a little bit chilly throughout the morning hours. Some of us will see our lows dropping below 50 degrees and our highs will be staying at some point in the low 70s. So it's, again, we keep saying it's feeling like early fall out there, but we are getting towards the end of August already, so it's not unusual to start to see those temperature drops.
You know, we have rain coming in, but at least it's not snow. It could be worse.
Yeah, too soon for that. Too
Absolutely. All right, thank you, Nicole. When we come back, Nicole will have a final look at our weather.